Hello. So my Hobbs video did better than I thought. I've definitely noticed that my homebrew content, like my mass combat and Kraken Week videos, perform better than the other videos I make, which is cool because that is where my passion lies, creating stories and TTRPG rules that can help you in your games. So here is a module I wrote for Shadowdark based on one of the towns in my campaign setting called Briarbrook, the town of Hedges. It's a drag and drop location in the spirit of Sly Flourish's City of Archers or the Wandering Tavern. I made it for level 0 to 3, but you can buff it up with tougher monsters if you want. Whilst it is made for Shadowdark, the monster stats can be modified to 5e using ChatGPT and a cautious eye, because we all know that ChatGPT is known to slightly exaggerate some of the stats and abilities of monsters. It is only 16 pages, so not a very dense resource, but something to spark your imagination. The town itself is surrounded by a 20-foot high hedge wall made of enchanted briar. The thorns of the hedge are coated in a poison called Midnight Kiss, which can put an adventurer into a deep sleep and last for hours or days. The wall has many secrets, like hidden sentinels, unofficial passageways, and random treasure left behind by hapless would-be heroes who are now tangled in the wall, trapped in perpetual sleep. You'll find 6 unique monster blocks, including the Aquator, an aquatic hob subrace, which is also available in my free Reckless Horde ebook, links below. Looking like a Cthulhu golem swamp goblin, the Aquator's name is a throwback to the 80s Rogue game. However, the monster in Rogue was a tribute to D&D's Rust monsters. When I saw the letter A in the DOS ASCII map, I was worried about losing my armor. You'll also find the Hedge Beast, which is a minor golem in the shape of a hedge, with thorny vine arms and root-twisted feet. They are sentinels of the Hedge Walls, which they merge and camouflage with, waiting to lash foolhardy adventurers trying to climb the enchanted briar with their vines. There are also hedge crows, which are naturally immune to the Midnight Kiss poison, that the GM can place at the top of the hedge to deter players from trying to climb. You'll also find a satyr stat block. I'll expand on satyrs in a separate video, as being one of the subrace of the beast folk, or half races as I also call them, which include centaurs, minotaurs, merfolk, etc., which are also related to elves, dryads, and changelings. That is another lore dump video I plan to make soon, after seeing a couple comments on my videos. I also have a parasitic creature called the woodboo, which infests flora like tree stumps, pumpkins, and large mushrooms. These vessels are to assist in their disguise as they move with tentacled roots across the ground, absorbing the nutrients in the soil as they go. The byproduct of their feasting is an acidic poison which leaves a trail of dead grass and cracked earth in their wake. And finally, a wind wraith, a spirit creature comprised of swirling wind and leaves which take on humanoid shape. These ones dwell in the Grave of Flowers, a location near to the town, looking out for grave robbers digging for loot so they can spring to action. You'll be able to find an old D&D version of the Wind Wraith in one of my Monster Monday videos. The ebook also has a bunch of NPCs which you can use in the plot points of your game. And I have an alcoholic beverage menu with some drinking mechanics for the Winking Owl Inn. At the inn, you can catch the annual Battle of the Barrels, where dwarves, gnomes, leprechauns and satyrs compete in drinking competitions, the strongest being fairy ale, as it is rumoured to put you to sleep for years. But that's just a rumour. Okay guys, that's it for now. I'm keen to start work on my Beast Folk video, and I've got a few other videos in the work which I'll release before I do that one, as it's going to be another long, work-heavy video to make. And I should probably do some more horror stories as well. I'm kind of missing those ones. But until then...